going to reflect on the past year. Why do you think I'm choosing today to reflect on our past year? Does anybody have any idea? Yes, exactly. It's been a year since the pandemic. So a year ago, it was Friday, and I left all my stuff here just like normal and left just like you guys did. You left, and then we never came back to a normal school year. We didn't come back at all. Even teachers didn't come back at all until like the end of the school year, where we had to take shifts to come and clean out our rooms and everything. And then, of course, this year it's been some all virtual and some hybrid. So it's been a very eventful year, a year that nobody else that's alive, except for, like maybe one or two people that are over 100. My grandma's 99 and she did not live through the Spanish flu because that was right before she was born. So this is something unique to us. This is a time in history that won't be repeated. So, well, hopefully not. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on this and I'm going to read mine to you. It looks like a lot of instructions, but it's not. It's mostly my writing. But I'm just going to read this to you, even though I don't usually just read things to you. But the instructions are, today has been one full year since the last time we had regular school and before South Carolina shut down due to COVID-19. Write a few sentences reflecting on how that feels, challenges you've faced, things or people that have helped, what's been a struggle, and what have been some bright spots. And by bright spots, I mean what have been some positive things or things that have made you, feel okay. And then I write mine as examples. So I wrote mine today too. So I've been thinking about it. I've been knowing that this mile marker is coming up. And so then I took the time to reflect on it this morning before school. So mine is long because I really like to write. And I like to write factual things. I like to write research papers, and I like to write more kind of poetic things from my heart. So this is one of the more of the things from my heart, and yours does not have to be this long. You can be very matter of fact and answer the questions, how does it feel? What challenges have you faced? What's helped? What's been a struggle? And it does not have to be this long, but I just wanted to share mine with you and then read it to you. But I don't think that you can see my whiteboard. I don't think it's in focus, but that's my whiteboard right there. And it still has everything that was on there a year ago. So I never cleaned it off after everybody left. And when it was time for me to come pack up my room and clean everything, I just could not bring myself to erase everything because it was this one reminder of normalcy. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm saying, that I didn't want to get rid of this kind of like average normal stuff on the board? Okay. So I'm going to read what I wrote. Okay, good. So I'm going to read what I wrote to you. And again, yours does not have to be long. It does not have to be poetic. If you are a writer, if you like to write, you can write long, or you can write, philosophical. If you want to just kind of write down the facts, that's fine. But I think it's important sometimes to just take a minute to stop and think about our experience in life. So this is mine. I say, I still haven't erased the whiteboard in my room. I think I'm kind of holding on to that last scrap of evidence that life used to be normal, in a way to keep the memory of my room full of laughing students more real. I am thinking about erasing it today to mark the passage of a whole year, but not sure if I will or not. It's still comforting to me. Bright spots are that I was able to find out through this that I love technology even more than I thought, and that I think it's fun to teach online classes and try to figure out ways to help all my students feel like we're still a community. My students have kept me laughing throughout the whole year, and their creativity and openness is good for my heart. I have spent more time running outside, and the few close friends that I run with are even closer since they are the only people I really see. Big challenges are not being able to hug all my friends and family whenever I want to, and not being able to see my students or to get together to see friends, go to races, or celebrate in person. I can't believe it's been a year. In some ways, it seems like it's been 10 years, And in some ways, it seems like it's only been a day. So that's my reflection on the past year. What did you guys think? Is any of that surprising, or is that kind of how you thought I felt? Yeah. Do you ever hear the phrase, she wears her heart on her sleeve, or he wears his heart on his sleeve? It's interesting. Yeah. Do you know what that phrase means, to wear your heart on your sleeve? If you wear your heart on your sleeve, it just means that pretty much people always know how you feel. And I don't know where the phrase came from, but it just means like you are very open about how you feel about things. So I would say I probably wear my heart on my sleeve. So anyway, that's my reflection. You guys are going to write your reflections. And again, they can be long and but I also added this other thing, which is not required. You don't have to, it's not like I clicked it, so it's not required. But if you have any images that you would like to upload that seem fitting to the occasion, you can add them there in that second file. But the first one is required to write your reflection. So when you do that, as long as you were thoughtful about it, I will mark you down for those points. And then I'll tell you the next thing, which is getting into a new app called Chrome Canvas, where you're going to do a practice, a kind of intro to Chrome Canvas today. And then next week, we are going to draw realistic geometric forms. Okay. So go ahead, click on the first part where it says reflect on the past year, and then let me know when you're done so I can check it, okay?